Here we are again. Welcome back to the third video in our series on how to establish a reproducible scientific programming workflow with R. We installed R, we installed RStudio, and now I want you to install yet another thing. Isn't that annoying? Rtools. So many people live very happily without Rtools. Rtools is basically a collection of Unix development tools that you need when you want to compile R packages yourself. Normally, this is not needed, but you will see that several of these tools will come in very handy also for your own project management. For example, we will be using the tool make that allows us to automatically build our project and all its dependencies. So this is why I'm a firm believer that installing Rtools is useful. If you are not a Windows user, then most likely you don't need to install anything. So if you are a Unix user, then the environment will already be there here for you. And if you are a Mac user, then there is the Xtools environment of Mac that you will install. Information you can find on the homepage of R. So now we downloaded Rtools and we will install it. And when you follow the install process, I speeded this up a little, you will see that basically you are installing a bunch of little development tools, as I said. Here you see that I made some choices. Most importantly, I decided again not to have links to the menu, simply because you won't be calling Rtools from the menu. Yeah, so what you will be using is you will be using Rtools in the terminal, and you will see this also towards the end of this video. So now you see that Rtools is happily installing. To be fair, I think I speeded this up a little because it takes a while. So it's a good time to grab a coffee and to think about all the great scientific progress that you will produce with your wonderful new workflow. The environment that we are currently setting up consists basically of 3 or 4 large building blocks. The first was the R programming environment, and then we had the RStudio development environment. Now we are installing development tools, and the very last step will be installing Git, a version control system. So now, since we have the tools installed, we need to make sure that Windows knows where to look for these tools, and this means that we have to add them to the path. There are several ways on how you can do this. You can also set them to the main path, but normally I think it's always considered good policy only to use path extensions when you actually need them. So here, when you are working with R, and this is why there is this little neat trick which you can find on the webpage of Rtools. It's a little one-liner of code that I just copied, and I will paste it into the R console now. And this little line of code you will generate a small file, and this is the R environment file. It will generate this in your home directory, which under Windows is the your personal directory. See, here it is, R environment. So this little file here that generates the path and makes sure that all your nice new development tools are actually being found by your computer. To make sure that this file is also read, I'm currently restarting R. This is something you can also do from within RStudio, and you will get used to do this relatively often, because whenever you restart R, you're sure that you start from some defined ground. So this is why it's always helpful. Now Windows asks me whether it's okay that RStudio communicates with the world. It is okay. So now we have a terminal, right? So you know the terminal also hopefully from Windows. And what you see here is, well, we now have make, which is always calling where do we find the command. And you see make is now found in the Rtools directory. This is exactly what we want. So we can use now these wonderful development tools. And the next and final step we need to do to set up our environment is we need to install Git. See you there.